You know it's summertime when a little cowboy's favorite snack is a snow cone. It's hard to beat that. This is the last day of the Wyoming State High School Finals Rodeo. We'll start with the pole bending. This is Brianna Remler out of Rosette. She's the all-around cowgirl state champ. Here she'll complete the course in 23.005 seconds. She is going to nationals in this event and in the barrel racing. Now on to Teal Stoll from Pavilion. She is last year's national runner-up in the pole bending. This year is just like last year. She did not win the state title, so maybe that's a good sign. She had the fastest time of the final day as she zigzagged her way around 6 in 20.846 seconds. Your state champ is Chloe Asenhurst out of Wheatland. She and her horse would weave their way around the poles in 20.946 seconds, and she now has a belt buckle to wear and a new saddle to ride on. In the bareback riding, this is Hunter Carlson out of Douglas. He'll survive his 8-second ride and get 63 points, which was more than enough to punch his ticket to the high school national finals rodeo. Justin Kizak out of Gillette was the state champ, but he was injured and was unable to compete on the last day. Goat tying, Aston Marchand out of Newcastle. She was 1.5 points out of first place heading into the weekend, but it took her 7.83 seconds to get her goat and swipe the number 1 spot away. The fastest time of the final day, and now she's the state champ. Team roping, Garrett Grieve of Bags is the header, and Coley Nichols from Kinnear is the heeler. 12.74 seconds was their time, including a 5-second penalty. That did not matter, for they are now 3-time state champs in this event. Grieve also qualified in the tie-down calf roping. Saddle Broncs, 2 brothers are on their high horse in this event. This is Blaze Kress out of Hillsdale. 48 points was so-so, but enough to make him the state runner-up. Keeping it in the family, here's the state champ, Brody Kress, also of Hillsdale. He did better with a 64-point ride. At nationals, though, as long as you are one of the top 4 in the state, you get to compete. But being the state champ is a nice honor. Steer wrestling, this is Casey Sellers from Buffalo. He's the all-around cowboy state champ. It took him 11.28 seconds to throw one down, which was not one of his better times, but he'll take it. He's going to Rock Springs next month to compete in both this event and the tie-down calf roping. The fastest time on the last day belonged to Tegan Finnerty out of Wheatland, 6.54 seconds, and it was over just like that to make him the state runner-up. The state champ is Cutter Dehart out of Laramie. Although his last throwdown did not quite go as well as he had hoped, he would still get the win, barely, by 2.5 points. Breakaway roping, Justine Hersig out of Cheyenne, 3.46 seconds and a state runner-up finish. The champ was Dina Norell out of Meeker, Colorado. Out-of-state competitors are allowed, and at nationals, they will compete for Team Wyoming. Tie-down calf roping, Cameron Irwin out of Buffalo had a little difficulty on the last day and turned in a time of 16.03 seconds, but that time did not bother him much as he walked out of the arena as the state champ. Barrel racing, the queen is Sierra Spratt out of Lysite. She's just a freshman, and she's learned from her older siblings. She needed 18.412 seconds to get around 3 barrels and leave everyone else in the dust and take home the belt buckle. Finally, it's the bull riding. The state champ is Bryce Burnell out of Arvada, although this bull was not going to let him celebrate on the last day of competition. In fact, for the weekend, the Bulls won every matchup but one. Mike Schultz out of Cheyenne was in 6th place coming in, which is not good enough to qualify for the high school national finals rodeo. But on his last chance, it was close, but the judges said he made it to the 8-second buzzer. 70 points, that moved him up to 3rd in the standings, and he's in. The high school NFR is next month in Rock Springs.